The Chinese Communist Party has created a network of international oppression by propping up regimes across the world that have wreaked havoc in their respective regions. NTD Washington correspondent Luis Martinez has details of how the CCP has extended a lifeline to the regime of the supreme leader of Iran.
A handful of rogue regimes has upended the world order, and whether it is transnational criminal organizations being directed from the Palacio de Miraflores by the Venezuelan regime, or a network of terrorist organizations being led by the Iranian regime in the Middle East, or the full-scale invasion of Ukraine by the Russian army, what all these three have in common is the backing of the Chinese Communist Party. When it comes to the regime in Iran, the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei began building what it calls the axis of resistance to Israel and U.S. influence in the region since the beginning of the Islamic Revolution in 1979. And in 1982, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, also known as IRGC, began what is now today known as Hezbollah in Lebanon. In 1987, the IRGC funneled money to Hamas in the Gaza Strip to help their beginnings, and as well as in 1992, sending millions of dollars to the Houthi movement in Yemen. And in 2003, after the U.S.-led invasion of Iraq, the IRGC began funneling money to Iraqi militias fighting against U.S. interests and Israeli interests in the region. The links in between the Chinese Communist Party and the Iranian regime date back to the beginnings of the Islamic Revolution, but have intensified since 2017 when the Chinese Communist Party and Iran have been holding annual military exercises. And it's also believed that the Chinese Communist Party is training Iranian military officials on advanced weapon systems as well as transferring missile technology to the IRGC. In 2021, the Chinese Communist Party also signed a 25-year comprehensive strategic partnership with Iran, and it is reported that the agreement included a $400 billion investment pledge from the CCP on Iranian projects. That same year, the CCP secured Iran's inclusion into the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. So the Chinese Communist Party's international network of oppression works this way. The CCP buys oil from Russia, Iran, and Venezuela at discounted prices. Now, these cash inflows not only help these three regimes survive, but also help these three regimes do as such. In the case of Iran, Iran can funnel money to Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, and the militias in Iraq. The Russian regime can use that cash inflow and buy Iranian-made drones that are being used in the war against Ukraine. And the Venezuelan regime is also buying Iranian-made drones, making it the only South American country with advanced weapon systems. The links in between the Chinese Communist Party and the Iranian regime are so strong that this week the Iranian foreign minister traveled to Beijing to consult with the Chinese Communist Party ahead of the Iranian regime's talks with the United States government over their nuclear program. Reporting from Washington, D.C., Luis Eduardo Martinez, NTD News.